From the rolling hills and verdant meadows of the English countryside, a tale of resilience, courage, and vision unfolds. Our journey takes us back to the heart of medieval England, a time of turmoil and transformation, where a young king would rise to shape the destiny of a nation. Here, within the imposing walls of a stone fortress, we find Alfred, a figure of immense significance in the annals of English history. His life, a tapestry woven with threads of hardship and triumph, serves as a testament to the enduring spirit of mankind. Alfred the Great, the architect of England, left an indelible mark on the course of history, his legacy echoing through the ages. Born into a tumultuous era, Alfred's childhood was far from idyllic. The youngest son of King Aethelwulf of Wessex, he faced the looming threat of Viking raids that ravaged the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms. Witness to the brutal realities of war and displacement, young Alfred developed a deep sense of responsibility for his people. His early experiences, though harsh, forged within him an unyielding spirit and a profound empathy for his people. Alfred's education, a blend of martial training and scholarly pursuits, instilled in him a thirst for knowledge and a belief in the power of unity. Even as a young prince, Alfred displayed a keen intellect and a natural charisma that drew others to him. These qualities, honed in the crucible of adversity, would prove invaluable as he ascended to the throne of Wessex at a time when his kingdom teetered on the brink of collapse. The weight of his lineage, the legacy of his forefathers, rested squarely on his shoulders. Alfred, however, embraced the challenge, his spirit unbroken, his resolve unwavering. The year is 871 AD. The Viking warlords, Ivar the Boneless and Halfdan Ragnarsson, had unleashed a reign of terror upon the Saxon kingdoms, their longships a constant menace along the coasts. The very survival of Wessex, the last bastion of Anglo-Saxon resistance, hung precariously in the balance. Newly crowned, Alfred faced his first true test as king. The Viking war machine, relentless and brutal, descended upon the Berkshire Downs, their eyes set on the Saxon heartland. The Battle of Ashdown, a clash of civilizations, was about to commence. Outnumbered but not outmatched, Alfred's forces met the Viking horde on the windswept ridge. The air crackled with tension, the clash of steel against steel echoing across the battlefield. Alfred, a beacon of courage amidst the chaos, rallied his men, his bravery and inspiration to all who fought alongside him. Against all odds, Alfred's tactical brilliance and the unwavering courage of his soldiers prevailed. The Vikings, stunned by the ferocity of the Saxon resistance, were routed. The Battle of Ashdown, a pivotal victory, marked a turning point in the Viking wars, solidifying Alfred's reputation as a skilled military leader and a staunch defender of his people. The victory at Ashdown, though significant, did not mark the end of the Viking threat. The relentless invaders, driven by an insatiable hunger for land and plunder, continued their campaign of terror, forcing Alfred into a strategic retreat. Yet, even in the face of adversity, Alfred's spirit remained unbroken. He understood that military might alone would not be enough to secure his kingdom's future. Alfred sought to understand his enemy, to learn their tactics and anticipate their movements. He embarked on a daring reconnaissance mission, disguising himself as a bard to infiltrate the Viking camp, gaining invaluable intelligence on their plans and dispositions. This daring act of espionage proved crucial. With newfound knowledge of the Viking strategy, Alfred emerged from hiding, rallying his scattered forces to strike back. The Battle of Edington, fought in 878 AD, would become a testament to Alfred's strategic brilliance and his unwavering determination to liberate his people. The Saxon army, reinvigorated by their king's return and inspired by his courage, fought with a renewed sense of purpose. The Viking forces, caught off guard by Alfred's strategic cunning, were decisively defeated. The victory at Edington marked a turning point in the war, paving the way for Alfred to reclaim his kingdom and secure a lasting peace. Alfred's vision extended far beyond the battlefield. He understood that true strength lay not only in military might, but also in the intellectual and cultural advancement of his people. Deeply affected by the Viking destruction of monasteries, renowned centers of learning, Alfred resolved to revive the spirit of scholarship in England. He believed that education was the cornerstone of a prosperous and enlightened society. Thus began a period of intense scholarly activity under Alfred's patronage. He established schools throughout his kingdom, inviting renowned scholars from across Europe to share their knowledge. Alfred himself, fluent in Latin, took an active role in translating important texts into Old English, making knowledge accessible to a wider audience. Among his most notable translations were The Consolation of Philosophy by Boethius, The Pastoral Care by Pope Gregory I, and Bede's Ecclesiastical History of the English People. These works, covering philosophy, religion, and history, formed the bedrock of a renewed intellectual landscape in England. Alfred's passion for knowledge was not merely a personal pursuit. It was a deeply held belief that an educated populace was crucial to the strength and prosperity of his kingdom. He envisioned a future where England would be a beacon of learning, a center of knowledge that would rival the great civilizations of the past. Alfred's commitment to education extended beyond the translation and dissemination of existing knowledge. He envisioned a system of learning that would nurture the minds of future generations, ensuring that England's intellectual revival would continue to flourish. To this end, he established schools at court and encouraged the founding of monasteries dedicated to scholarship and education. These centers of learning became vibrant hubs of intellectual discourse, attracting some of the brightest minds from across England and beyond. Alfred's court, once a refuge from Viking raids, transformed into a melting pot of ideas, where scholars, poets, and artists converged to share their knowledge and inspire one another. Recognizing the importance of preserving knowledge for future generations, Alfred commissioned the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, a monumental undertaking that chronicled the history of England from Roman times to his own reign. This invaluable historical record, written in Old English, served as a testament to Alfred's vision of a unified England with a shared cultural identity. Alfred's legacy as a patron of learning cannot be overstated. His unwavering belief in the power of education laid the foundation for England's intellectual and cultural resurgence. The seeds of knowledge sown during his reign would blossom in the centuries to come, ultimately shaping the course of English history and leaving an indelible mark on Western civilization. Alfred the Great was not only a warrior and a scholar, but also a visionary leader who recognized the importance of a just and equitable society. The turmoil and upheaval of the Viking invasions had left the English legal system in disarray, with regional variations and inconsistencies undermining the rule of law. Alfred, driven by a deep sense of justice and a desire to unify his kingdom, embarked on an ambitious program of legal reform. He understood that a strong and unified nation required a clear and universally applied legal code that would ensure fairness and protect the rights of all his subjects. He convened a council of wise men, drawing upon both secular and ecclesiastical legal traditions to codify and revise existing laws. The result was a comprehensive legal code known as the Doom Book, a landmark achievement that laid the foundation for a more just and equitable society. The Doom Book addressed a wide range of legal matters, from criminal offenses and property disputes to inheritance laws and social responsibilities. It emphasized the importance of due process, the presumption of innocence, and the use of evidence in legal proceedings. Alfred's legal reforms aimed to create a system where justice was blind to social status, ensuring that all subjects, regardless of their rank or wealth, were equal before the law. Alfred's reign was not merely about consolidating power or defending borders. It was about forging a unified and resilient England from a patchwork of disparate kingdoms. He envisioned a nation bound not by conquest, but by a shared heritage, a common language, and a collective sense of identity. To realize this vision, Alfred adopted a multifaceted approach that combined military strength, legal reforms, and cultural initiatives. He understood that true unity stemmed from a shared sense of purpose and belonging, a belief in a common destiny that transcended regional differences. One of Alfred's most significant achievements in this regard was the convening of the First English Parliament, a council comprised of representatives from all the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms. This assembly served as a platform for dialogue, collaboration, and the forging of a national identity. It was a testament to Alfred's belief in the power of unity, and his vision of an England where all its people, regardless of their regional origins, stood together as one. Alfred's efforts to unify England were not limited to political and administrative reforms. He recognized the importance of culture and language in fostering a sense of shared identity. He actively promoted the use of the English language, encouraging its use in literature, law, and government. Alfred the Great understood that a common language was not merely a tool for communication, but a powerful force for unity and cultural identity. He recognized that the diverse dialects spoken across the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms posed a barrier to communication and hindered the development of a shared national identity. At the time, Latin reigned supreme as the language of scholarship and administration, while the various Anglo-Saxon dialects lacked the standardization and prestige to challenge its dominance. Alfred, however, envisioned a different future for the English language, one where it would be elevated to a position of prominence, becoming the language of both the people and the court. He actively encouraged the translation of important texts into Old English, making knowledge and literature accessible to a wider audience. Alfred himself led by example, translating numerous works from Latin into his native tongue, demonstrating his belief in the beauty and expressiveness of the English language. Furthermore, Alfred promoted the use of Old English in legal documents, government proclamations, and even in the inscription on coins. This deliberate effort to elevate the status of the English language helped to standardize its use and foster a sense of linguistic unity among the Anglo-Saxon people. The spectre of Viking aggression, though diminished, continued to loom over England. Alfred, ever vigilant, knew that peace could only be maintained through a combination of military preparedness and strategic diplomacy. He embarked on an ambitious program of fortification, strengthening existing defenses and building new strongholds to secure his kingdom's borders. These fortifications, strategically positioned along rivers and coastlines, served as a deterrent to future Viking incursions, providing early warning systems and safe havens for the populace in times of attack. Alfred's defensive strategy was not solely reliant on stone and timber. He understood the importance of intelligence gathering and maintaining a strong navy to counter the Viking threat at sea. He commissioned the construction of a new fleet of warships, larger and more maneuverable than their Viking counterparts, designed to challenge their dominance in English waters. These ships, manned by skilled sailors and equipped with superior weaponry, played a crucial role in safeguarding England's coastlines and protecting vital trade routes. Alfred's commitment to preserving the memory of his reign and the lessons learned during his time extended beyond physical fortifications. He recognized the importance of documenting history, not only as a chronicle of events, but also as a means of transmitting knowledge and values to future generations. In the twilight of his reign, Alfred the Great could look back upon a life of extraordinary achievement. From the ashes of Viking raids, he had forged a unified and resilient England, laying the foundations for a golden age of Anglo-Saxon culture and prosperity. His legacy, however, extended far beyond military victories and political reforms. Alfred's unwavering belief in the power of education, his commitment to justice and legal reform, and his vision of a unified England bound by a shared language and cultural identity left an indelible mark on the course of English history. His reign was a testament to the enduring spirit of mankind, a beacon of hope in an era of turmoil and uncertainty. Alfred died in 899 AD, but his legacy continued to inspire generations of English monarchs and leaders. He became known as Alfred the Great, a title bestowed upon him not by conquest or tyranny, but by the enduring impact of his reign on the English psyche. His name became synonymous with wisdom, courage, justice, and a deep love for his people. Alfred's story serves as a timeless reminder that true greatness lies not in brute force or personal ambition, but in the pursuit of knowledge, the defense of one's people, and the creation of a just and equitable society. His legacy continues to resonate in the very fabric of English society, a testament to the power of a single individual to shape the destiny of a nation. As we gaze upon the rolling hills and verdant meadows of the English countryside, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of Alfred the Great. His life, a testament to the power of the human spirit, continues to inspire us centuries later. From his valiant defense against Viking invaders to his unwavering commitment to education, justice, and the unification of his people, Alfred's reign stands as a beacon of hope and a testament to the transformative power of leadership. He left an indelible mark on the course of history, shaping the destiny of a nation and leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire generations. Join us next time as we delve into the lives of other remarkable figures who have shaped the course of history, leaving behind legacies that continue to resonate in our world today.